Alright, so I have an update. I am pulling the circuit boards just to start looking around at things and just double checking some really obvious failure points. But one interesting thing I found is I'm pulling this stuff apart. I did find the date of, I guess, final approval, so April 24th, 1974, which is super cool. So that's the date of this thing. Yeah, and I did notice, I think this thing actually might have been serviced before. There's just a few things that look a little different from what I'm expecting. These caps, I do not believe they're original, but I definitely could be wrong. But these were installed, interestingly, with the little loop on the ends. But also good to see that it's the triple capacitor setup, which apparently makes tuning stability a bit better. But just looking around so far, I mean, the contacts look pretty clean to me, so I am hopeful. So here's one of the circuit boards. I think this is pretty sure this is the ladder filter here. But so far, it doesn't look too bad. And if I flip it, here's the underneath. So definitely could be worse. So I am hopeful. I did notice here, it looks like this was repaired. It looks like the pad was lifted. So they had to do a little jumper there. But other than that, I mean, it looks pretty good. I don't know what's going on there. I'm just gonna have to pull out the multimeter and just check continuity on some of these. But I'm pretty pleased with how that's looking so far. And then this is the oscillator board. And there are some questionable things going on here. These jumpers are a little wonky. I don't know what's going on there. And then also, I noticed, I don't know if this is a mod or if that was done later, but you can see that capacitor is just kind of floating with that additional resistor. So I have no idea. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research to figure out what's going on there. But yeah, we will see how this goes once I actually power it on, but it just looks dirty to me. There's a repair as well, so I'll have to check that. But the contacts look pretty good to me, so once again, I'm very hopeful. I'm gonna try to set this up. So anyways, I'm gonna pull these other two and we can see what it looks like behind those. Okay, so here is, I believe, the power regulator. So this basically gives you plus or minus 10 volts DC. But yeah. And then this one, I believe, is the envelope generator. Surprisingly simple it looks. Try not to touch the traces too much here. But yeah, once again, I'm just gonna have to go through and just check some of these traces. And then here is what the panel, behind the panel looks like. So honestly, I feel like it doesn't look as bad as it probably should, considering what the outside looks like, but we'll have to see. So, but anyways, that's it. Just wanted to give an update. Pulling the circuit boards. Probably will start here and get those caps replaced, probably the diodes as well, and then hopefully I'll have it powered up. So, all right, thanks for watching. See ya.